Salam labas, kush mizien. Hey guys, it's Erin here. I am gonna do semi-cooking video for today. Well, for Monday. You guys are seeing this on Monday. I've had so many requests to do cooking videos that I tell everybody I don't like doing cooking videos. They're very hard to film. I'm by myself. It's hard, and then I make a mess, and I make a mess anyway when I cook, but it's like, I feel like it's extra mess, and then I have to like, oh my God, what is my kitchen like? Like, look, I just forgot. I dry clothes in my kitchen. Like, I have the rack out in the other room, but like light stuff and stuff, usually I'll just hang over here, so sometimes there's underwear. Thank God there's no underwear right now. But yeah, so, you know, it's just a mess doing cooking videos. I'm not a fan of them, but I am gonna make one. I'm gonna make the tagine with the beef, artichokes, and peas. So I've got my artichokes, I've got my peas, my beef is in the fridge. I'm gonna get that out and I'm gonna show you. And later on, when the kids come home, we're gonna see if they like it or not. Yalla. All right, so for the beef, now this is recommended, this tagine is recommended with lamb or beef. I'm not really a big fan of lamb, but I do love beef. So, and I know my kids like beef. So this is a nus kilo of beef. I think I paid like 100 dirhams for it. I'm not sure. And they chopped it, they cut it for me. I told them what it was for, so they cut it the right pieces, the right size. The spices are you ready for this? Teaspoon of, wait, it's not really a teaspoon. Let me show you what I use. Go.
Hey guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and turn on those notification buttons.
So I use these little spoons, and I use this as a teaspoon. I'm not even sure if it's correct, but I always see them in videos, people using these little spoons to do like the teaspoon. And I lost my I don't know how I lost it. I think Cameron probably lost it. One of my teaspoons from America. Like, that's actually like, you know, legit 1 teaspoon. But anyway, I use this. So it's one of these of turmeric, ginger, paprika, Safi, half of one of these of pepper, half one of these of cinnamon, and then salt, and then oil. I rubbed it all in really, really good. And I put it in the refrigerator for the last couple of hours, and now we're going to cut the onion, and then we'll assemble the meat in there. I swear, you don't live in Morocco unless you have one of these. Like, you live in Morocco, you have this knife. Am I right? I don't claim to be a cook. I mean, I actually do cook really well, actually. But I mean, as far as like all the technical crap, like the good way of cutting, I don't know any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Okay, guys, I think I've said it in a past cooking video. You definitely want to use a diffuser when you're cooking your tagine because it will help with not burning. And guys, I mean, it does work, but that's clean, by the way. I'm scared to scrape it anymore because I don't want to scrape the paint. I don't really know how it works, but it is clean. Those are just marks from one time forgetting to use this thing. All right, guys, that was 1 whole large onion. And then you're also going to use a couple of cloves of garlic. Look at these beautiful bulbs. Look at them. I want to tell you guys something. The whole thing about it being warmer outside than in the house, it's a real thing. If you're wondering why you look like this, you know, why you look like you're freezing. I am freezing, guys. So in Morocco, for those that are not familiar, there are some of you guys out there. It's very addy, which is normal, to not have heat in your house. Now, I do have air conditioners that have the built-in heaters. I've only used it like 1 time in my room because I think I was sick and I really needed it, you know. But it's addy not. And here's the even more interesting thing. In America, houses are built with wood and other stuff, but wood primarily. Here, they're not. I don't know if there are houses built with wood. Probably there is. But majority, I would say like 90%, just because this is all I know from everywhere I've been, it's made with like cinder block and like those kind of materials. Or like down in the South, it's like clay or whatever. I'm not sure actually about that one. But yeah, here apartment buildings, there's no wood in them. The only wood you'll ever see is like these tiny little sticks that they like, you know, but I think they even take them out. I'm not sure. But it's all cinder blocks. So it's actually warmer outside than it is in my house. Now, people are like, oh my God, how can you stand that? It's still better than living in America. All right, so I got my large onion and my 2 cloves of garlic sauteing in there. Saute them until they're a little bit, you know, a little bit thin. Then I'm going to put my meat in and brown that a little bit. So let's give those onions a couple of minutes and we'll be back. All right, guys, so those onions have been cooking for about 5 minutes. And now we're going to get the meat in there. This is my big tagine. Now, I don't know, do they make even a bigger one? I feel like this one's big. Here's my hand. This is a big tagine. I do have the smaller ones, but I really rarely use those because, you know, the big one, you know? But I'm sure they make bigger ones, but I guess you would use it on this middle one. All right, we're going to have to smush this in here. Nus kilo is actually a good amount of meat. You know, this meat is going to shrink. And I have a feeling that the kids are not going to like the vegetables. So they're literally just going to eat meat and bread. So I'm okay with the fact that I have this much meat because we will definitely eat it. All right, we're going to let that brown on a couple minutes on each side. And then we'll come back and we'll finish the rest of it. All right, so I did the browning of the meat some, you know, just a little bit, get it really nice smelly, everything mixed together really good. Now I'm going to add a handful of chopped cilantro and parsley all over it. And I'll check for any big pieces. Because, guys, I told you, I'm not technical with this stuff. You know what I mean? You might get a stem. Meshi mushkil, you know? Now, this next step does confuse me a little bit because I make tagines all the time. And the one thing I've learned is you've got to make sure you add enough water, but not too much water. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that this calls for a lot. It says 2 to 3 cups. We're going to do 2 and see what it looks like. Actually, wait a minute. Why am I wasting all this? Pour that all in there. Get all those little bits. You know, you don't want to just add regular water. This isn't really working well. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to add this. I don't know. Something about that just makes me think like... All right, I'm going to stop there because I think it's too much. And that isn't even the full 2. But it does say just let this simmer now for 1 hour on low until the beef gets tender. And then there's the steps with the peas and the artichokes. And yeah, we're going to check the water. But I'm a little nervous, guys. Guys, I make tagines all the time. But this is my first one making this one. So fingers crossed, you know, it turns out good. Let's put the lid on this and we will come back and check it. All right, guys, this has been on for about an hour. During it, I did... Oh, yeah, it's definitely tender. Okay, I still think there's a lot of liquid. I don't know, guys. I feel like it's a lot of liquid. I don't see how it's going to thicken up. But let's put on the peas and the artichokes. Arrange that, and we got to let it cook for like 20 to 30 more minutes. All right, so I remember seeing these. They look like they hold the peas a little bit. I mean, you could put them, I guess, wherever. Oh my God, what if I don't have the room? Does it have to be in the liquid? Am I putting them the right way? Can it be like this? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's wrong. Okay, well, I feel like I want to get them, like, in it, you know? Like, get them in there. Season them things. Guys, this is why I don't like doing cooking videos. Like, this is actually hard. Like, to hold the phone and do this. But, anything for you guys. Put some of that juice on there. Guys, I don't know how you guys like watching me do this. This is not fun for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like to eat and cook. I just don't like this. All right, let's put the peas on. All right, guys. I'm probably going to get a 3 out of 4 or a 3 out of 10 for presentation. This seems like a lot of peas. Do we use all of them? I don't know. I think that's enough. I don't know. We'll see if the rabbit likes them. All right, guys. That is it. We're going to put the lid back on this for 20 to 30 minutes. And wish me luck, guys, that this turns out good and the kids like it. Because if not, it was like a wasted meal. I know they'll eat the beef, but obviously the artichokes are another thing. So they need to be able to eat them. So I hope they like them. All right, let's go. Let's wait 30 minutes and come back. All right, guys. You hear Jack in the background. He's like, if I don't like it, I'm going to be hungry. Anyway, it has been about 25 minutes. This is what it's looking like. I don't know. Presentation, guys, it's in the toilet. Presentation's in the toilet. I'm just really hoping that it tastes good. But again, guys, the sauce never thickened up. It did not thicken up. So I don't know what's happening there, but let's just hope it tastes good. I'm a little worried. Honest reactions. Where's the artichoke? They're the circle things. The big circle things.
That looks good.
Smell it.
It smells good.
It smells good. All right, let me go get
Mommy, I told you.
let me go get the hobs, and we will try it. All right, so go ahead, take a piece of hobs. Give her a piece.
I don't.
It's gonna crumble everywhere.
Can I use fork? Can I use fork?
Yeah, you can use a fork.
Oh, you use a fork to try to. How is the artichoke soft?
Yeah, everything will be soft. So like,
It's really hot though. That's the thing.
all right,
What's that? It's like a
Cameron, get the artichoke.
skin layer.
here's onion, which is on the bottom, artichokes and peas. Wait, what are you doing? You just
I'm trying to pick it up.
wait. Why are you getting a whole artichoke?
We can split it.
No.
No, I thought you're gonna. He's gonna dip
I'm
his
gonna-
bread. Oh God, guys, this is a mess.
Okay, I'm scared. It looks like a potato inside. I swear. Look, it looks like a potato inside.
All right.
Try it.
Ready?
Come.
I'm sorry.
All right, you're gonna try it, Jack. Though.
I like the taste, but I don't like the texture.
Texture's bad.
Yeah. It tastes like a potato. It tastes like a raw potato.
But you like
It
potatoes.
tastes like a raw one.
But it's not raw, it's cooked.
I can't get it. Alright, I'm gonna try it.
See, Jack's doing it good. He's doing it with bread.
It's the texture.
Now imagine if you have a little beef with that.
It's the texture, isn't it?
Cameron, don't put things in his
I
head.
didn't even get it. Really, all of it.
I'm saying get your bread, get a little hooves, get a little beef, get a little...
It looks like a potato inside. But it looks weird from the front.
All right, Cameron, I think we've had enough of you.
Potato.
Okay, so it tastes like a potato.
Try it. It tastes
Yeah,
like
I'm
a
going to
potato.
try it now, too. Try the beef, Jack, with the peas.
What do you mean the texture's bad? It's like a potato, exactly. I don't like peas, guys.
Yeah, but you don't know because you actually when you were a baby you loved peas. Don't dip your shirt in it.
I know.
But dip a pea, get a beef.
Is it really, really hot?
I don't know.
I don't think that should like. I think you should put it on the plate. It's kind of hard to eat from the actual.
Give me some potatoes. Speaking of potatoes.
Potatoes don't go in this. All right, guys, here's my first taste of an artichoke. Cameron doesn't like it. Jack doesn't mind it.
It tastes like no, I do like it.
Oh, he does like it. Let's be clear. He says it's like a potato.
It
So,
literally is
bismillah.
like a potato. Right?
It's like a potato's
Am
cousin.
I bugging?
It's like a potato's cousin.
No, it's literally like a potato.
Yeah, is it a root vegetable, guys?
This is no way. This is a vegetable, actually.
No, it's a vegetable, but root vegetables are like potatoes, beets, like
Did you put too much oil?
This is
yeah, a little too much oil, I think.
this
All right.
is good.
It's good.
I got the meat.
I'm gonna try some peas.
Peas. Meat. Some. Ready?
Ready? Not like peas texture.
I need more bread.
Wait, guys, I need a thumbnail, Jack. All right, guys, what are your ratings?
7 out of 10.
What is it?
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Cameron wasn't crazy, doesn't like the artichokes. Jack, what's your thoughts
On what?
on the whole dish all together?
9.
9. What do you like? What don't you like?
I don't like the peas.
Okay.
I don't like the
I'm sure
texture.
it tastes like potato, but it needs to be cut up. Like,
Yeah, but that's the whole purpose, to keep them like that. All right, so what's your overall? 9 out of 10?
9.
And Cameron, you're
that
7
means
out of 10.
Our scores come together, it's an 8.
All right, so my hard score for this tagine, I got an 8, guys. Bislama.
So,